Okay, we're live.
Hello and welcome every pony to the CloudsDale Cafe, where Nick is a bad pet owner, or an asshole in our case. I am your host, Ragin Pinkie Pie. We have Nick, who runs the stream.
I don't even think I want to do the show anymore.
Shut up. Tommy, our PMV maker.
G'day, g'day, g'day.
Technic Shadow on our mixer.
He can't talk.
I know he can't talk, shut up. And our guest for tonight is Pirate Dash. And yes, he plundered all our ramen and our cash register. Thanks.
Damn straight.
But that's later on the menu. It's time for some news. So, who has been up to date on the news?
A little bit.
Not me.
It's good. But, other than that, there's a new, an original movie coming out called Dusk Dawn. It's coming out in October, around October 13th, and it's about, I believe it's about 6 ponies going to go on this adventure and whatnot. I'm not 100% behind it because there's not that much info on it, but it's going to be on Brony TV, which I think that hosts some of the episodes when they come out. Not 100% sure.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. It looks not too bad.
I did too, and it actually looks pretty good. The animation's very close to Brony Dance Party style, but a little bit more smooth. Would you say that?
I would agree with that statement.
And not really sure about what's the story behind it, but I'm excited. It's 20 minutes long, and their OCs, like the characters for it, look pretty original. They're not, overdone or anything like that. We will have links at the end of the show for all of our news, so don't worry about that.
On the topic of animations, there's also another trailer for one that came out today, or at least got posted on EQD today, called Snowdrop, which is about more OCs. Well, not exactly OCs. There's Thunder Lane's little brothers in it, and a pony that kind of looks like Dinky. I'm not sure. Is that Dinky? A pony that either looks like Dinky or is Dinky, and Thunder Lane's little brother in it, and an OC called Snowdrop. It doesn't really say what it's about exactly, but it's animated by the guys at Silly Philly Studios. They animated the recent animation Twilight the Unicorn, the one that's a parody of Charlie the Unicorn, and they did Luna's Cutie Mark as well. So they've done some good work, and the trailer for that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that actually really sounds good. I've looked into that a little bit, but hey, Nick, do you remember that game called Swarm of the Pair Sprites that we played?
Yes, I do.
Fun as shit and aggravating as shit.
Yeah.
Even though you beat me and I tried to beat you, but I failed miserably. But
I'm OP.
yeah, what would you how would you best describe it? As like bejeweled or something? Bejeweled?
Not really. It's Now think of it as a bit of a mix between dang it, I'm trying to think if anyone has played Zuma before, whereas you each have small balls that you match up the colors with quickly and easily. Now, with this one, the entire thing is pretty much on a pivot. What you have to do is match all the colors while it spins each time you hit it. And if you don't match enough colors and the parasprites reach the edge, you're done. They kill you.
They kill you.
But yeah, it's a simple game and it's very addicting. Just like the small aspects of the gameplay just the spinning really. Okay, I am amused by spinning things. Go away. And
I think we all are.
But yeah, so it's an addicting game. It's fun to just kind of kill time if you have it. Because I know I don't.
Yeah,
and I still kill time.
Hoping to get a picture up of an example of what it is, but it's pretty much all the different colors, and you have your special little pair of sprites in there. And I've gone back and played it a few times. I mean, that was the day when we were actually on the website and we were playing Make a Cake, Make a Dress, and do all the questionnaires on there. Even though it's been a few months since the end of the Canterlot Wedding, they still have not released all the games for it. So good job Hasbro, or the hub for putting up games. But other than that, let's move on to our next topic. Wow.
What's that?
I don't know, it kind of got... Oh, the My Little Pony project in Los Angeles has been moved to New York.
Yes.
So it's gonna be in New York City from the 13th to the 15th.
Of what?
So,
October.
October.
I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah, so they kind of moved it over. So it's just gonna have a lot of merchandise and all that stuff. It's almost like a con, but without the famous people. Really, it's got some artists there. Never really heard most of them. Kind of, I don't know, the hipster. Don't really check everything out.
That's true.
But whatever. There's some of these people on there. Like, wait, I just saw something. It says they will be featuring a new kind of pony, an 18-inch pony figure.
Jesus Christ.
That's too fucking big. But other than that,
Well, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
there is that, but also other in the news, apparently Hasbro has gone back to the early 90s and brought back a boombox, but it's a pony boombox, so...
Man,
yeah.
I'm getting a toque, some, like, flannel jacket. I'm gonna go breakdancing. Canadian style.
Oh, yeah.
Canuck.
I'm gonna pump that thing.
What's really cool about it is it has a microphone and it plays most of the songs from the show. So I'm gonna be, jamming with my homies, going down the boulevard, listen to Winter Wrap Up.
Go down the bar, karaoke.
Oh God, bootleg ponies. What's up with that? They were bootleg
Goddamn
ponies down in
Chinese.
some-
That's what I have to say.
That's
even though it's
that's
in
really
Finland,
rude, actually.
Yeah, that's really racist because it was in Finland.
Yeah.
They still make it because a lot of the stuff that you get from if you've ever, because I see Australia has the most shit that's knockoff. It's from China, South Korea, and all sorts of stuff.
That's so incorrect. That's
Yeah.
That is so
What
incorrect.
are you talking about?
We have such little knockoffs. Our customs is...
I watch a guy on YouTube who does nothing but review all the bad stuff, and he lives in Australia, and he says, they always come to Australia. That's where we get most of the knockoffs.
No, try Bali or Singapore for knockoff items.
Whatever. I'm not arguing right now. That's for the show.
Yeah.
They look like G1 ponies, that's all I'm going to say.
Oh God, they look worse.
I don't know what's better, the one below it or the one on top of it. The one where it looks like a My Little Cutie or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's like Her Small Ponies is their brand name or something. Set Funny Pony. God, disgraceful.
It's terrible, and they're always pink because they can't figure anything else. But apparently Rolling Stone, you guys probably heard this. The fuck was that? Sorry, there's planes from my house too right now. Rolling Stone reports Andrew WK at Camelot Gardens, plus panel and video, so that's freaking... I wish I was there right now because I'd be like, I love you! Just... He's ridiculous. He's a ridiculous Pinkie Pie fan. I mean, he's a little bit more crazy about it than me, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm a crazy Pinkie Pie fan, too.
I just want to party with him like he did in Jacka at the end of Jackass 1. When he did We Want Fun with the Jackass crew, that was the best. That
It was.
God damn.
We got the party
Andrew
on.
WK.
Though hey, Dash, is there any news from the Tumblr universe?
I don't know if there's stuff that I want to mention because it might be a little...
Controversial?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's all that seems to pop up nowadays.
Yeah, I've noticed that
We
too.
dealt with the controversial episode last week, so let's bring it on. Let's hear it a bit.
Oh, wait, what?
Sorry for putting you on the spot there.
Just the drama with Little Miss J right now.
Oh, yeah.
All the
Yeah, that's-
fallout from that.
I hate that. I was reading into it, and I'm just like, it's a bunch of little 5-year-olds pretty much arguing about something. I really say we should have just let it go. We really should.
It's difficult to let that kind of stuff go because they're always looming over your neck. It's
True,
the thing.
but
You can't
the
get
problem is go to PonyChan or 4chan with Pony Section. If you've watched those pony simulators, which me and Nick do, because we love them, we find the entire shit hysterical. Sometimes we're just like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's people need to learn to let things go. They really do. I mean, if you did something and you took it the wrong way, you shouldn't be lashing out about it.
Me? If someone... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go, man.
Well, personally, if I... like, if someone punched me in the face, I'd tell them to have a good day and leave. Like, seriously, I'd rather not fight anyone in particular. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, Canada in a nutshell.
Yep.
Okay. That's correct. Anyway. But yeah, frankly, yeah, like, it's by all means, I wouldn't fight. Well, I would fight someone if they'd actually, if they put someone else's life in danger, for sure. Like, but yeah, other than that, yeah, it's just forgive and forget. Just move on quickly. You got more life ahead of you. Like, seriously.
But
there was this other thing. There was like a Tumblr drama with yelling at cats. I don't even know who he was, but some guy just like called out yelling at cats on his Twitter post. Cats replied to someone saying, someone said that what was his new song called? I can't remember what it was called, but his new song, someone said it was vulgar and disgusting, and then he said, haha, they're probably not going to like my Candlelight Gardens set.
That I heard of.
Yeah, so like, basically they got so... Basically, like, they called him out on it, and they were really pissed off. They said Candlelight Garden shouldn't have him, and like the entire music community was against this one guy's post. Like Aviators and Terabang Pie, all of them just replied like, "It's not your convention. Stay out of it. If they want him, they want him. Rap is explicit. That's nothing new. Don't act like that's shocking that he's actually making some violent or offensive rap. It's supposed to be like that. That's his style. Deal with it."
Jeez.
Yeah, but that was pretty much it. And Cats performed, and from what I saw, I only listened to one song, but it wasn't too bad.
Why does everybody have to just go out and try to make drama?
I did a pretty good job of avoiding drama like all my life, except like until I got in this community where it's everywhere.
Every fandom's got a drama, though.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
for
avoid
sure.
it.
Yeah, it does.
I did a pretty good job in high school, though. Jeez. Oh well, I just moved past it, really. So, what about you, Dash? You get into too much drama to handle?
I just try to avoid it as much as possible. Partly because I got bigger things going on in my life, and just shut up and draw. That's all I want to say.
Pretty much, yeah. You got bigger fish to fry. Stop worrying about the freaking sardines.
Yeah.
You know, having to worry about drama in my situation is not the best situation, especially when you go into war shooting at people is not the best situation to be having thoughts about, personal lives back home, and then it can affect you out in the field, which I try not to happen.
Sometimes it's unavoidable, though.
It really is unavoidable. But I'm out of that for now at the moment, but I'm doing this for the next 6 months. Or longer.
That's good.
Yeah, I gotta do something. But other than that, anything else you guys want to say? For our next topic?
I'll just say one more thing on yelling at cats. He's not the first egotistical dickhead to make music. Like, just look at Oasis, for example. Like, they are the biggest a-holes in the music industry for a long time. Doesn't make their music any less though. That's all I wanted to say.
What were you gonna say, Dash?
Oh, I was just gonna say go Cardinals.
Though, shout out to the Cardinals there.
Yeah. Though, one thing with the Miss Rarity kind of controversy, like, frankly, with the one thing is, like, the main thing is that apparently, like, he Miss Rarity said something, and then the entire, like, this one person or a couple of people just completely took it and morphed it, and then other people listened to that one guy instead of actually read the real comment that was made. And I'm thinking,
Welcome to
come
Fox.
on. I know, right? Like, come on. Oh, boy. Oh, well, let's just move on from...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go.
Well, I was just gonna say, with drama, usually, it's usually the vocal minority that makes the impact.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta do your best to try to ignore it if you don't want to be involved in said drama. But sometimes that vocal minority gets too strong of a voice, and then it just goes further and further and further until it's out of control.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Life is awesome.
I'm getting a little worried because there are planes flying at treetop level past my house, and I'm getting a little worried right now.
It's an air
what
show.
What the fuck is that? It's not an air show. It's called the Mosquito Patrol, and they're flying pretty much, I don't know, 50 feet off the ground, spraying chemicals down on the society of Florida right now. Well, the citizens of Florida, not the society. Blah.
Society.
Shut up.
What, you got some secret society there?
Yeah, we got a secret society. I live out in the boonies.
Anyway, what was our next topic? I want to get away from this controversial crap.
Yeah, that's true. I hate controversial crap, but it always seems to pop up in the news once in a while. And I just put all the questions up in the thing. My bad. Other than that, there's really not much news this week. I mean, there's merchandising, like, I don't know, new MLP, like lotions and stuff, which is like, ew, because I'm not girly.
Sweet. I'm gonna go get those.
I want to smell like apples.
Okay. This is not the best time to say that my Head and Shoulders shampoo is apple scented. That's what I get for living in a house with 3 sisters and a mother, and no man figure in my life.
You'll never.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what shampoo I have. Minty Fresh. Oh, it's so good.
Why are we talking about shampoo?
Because
tangents are magic.
Yeah, actually. That sums everything up really well.
Well, I'm about to put on the cool sunglasses and let's get to work.
Yeah, you want to save your manliness, don't you?
I have to save at least from you guys. I haven't shaved in 5 days. I'm Scruff McGee.
Dude, I haven't shaved like yesterday. I need to shave. Sucker.
Who wants to start the interview?
Yeah, I do too, actually. This is really...
There is no news this week. I had to apologize for that because there really is nothing. It's just bullshit on EQD and all the other websites I like to go to. Lyra Heartstrings and Derpy News. There's nothing. So, okay, questions. Who wants to start the questions? You want to. I got started. Oh god, I got a host. I'm always a host. I always forget. Shut up, guys.
No.
Shut up, Nick. So, our guest for tonight is Pirate Dash again.
Wait, what? When that happened?
Hello.
What?
When we get Pirate Dash for guest? I don't remember this.
What? Okay.
So
let's start it off.
Oh,
you
okay.
Want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, my name's TJ. I run Pirate Dash. I'm an out-of-work news reporter, and that's about it.
Oh,
Sounds good.
So this is going to be awkward being on the other side of an interview for once.
Well, once your interview's done, feel free to interview us. During the after show.
Okay, who's the best pony? We just had to say that.
Rainbow Dash.
yay!
Nope. No age.
RD fan. No.
Nope.
But I couldn't really say is like, how did you become a brony in general?
How I became one?
Yeah.
What kicked it off?
Well,
What made you go? You know what? I'm gonna watch this show.
it was my wife and her friend who played a role in it. I had a couple days off work last year to watch the NCAA tournament, which is like my tradition to just sit home and watch 12 plus hours of basketball in a row. Well, in between some of the games, I was a little curious about the show, so I went on to PonyChan and started looking up some pictures and some GIFs, and I thought, this is kind of cute, kind of funny. So the next week, I asked my wife where some of the episodes were, and I started to watch a few in a row, and I found it pretty funny. Show style was pretty cute. Kind of reminded me of the first show I got into, Fairly Odd Parents. So
Yes.
I just watched it, and it went from there.
Reminds me a lot of like the older cartoons and stuff like that. The style where they don't treat the kid like a dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The good shows. But like, where did you get your inspiration like from to draw your blog, really?
Pirate Dash was started with a theme from the Artist Training Grounds alumni group on DeviantArt, where they had pirates versus ninjas one week. And so I decided to just, on a whim, draw Rainbow Dash with an eye patch and a vest, because in my mind that was good enough to be a pirate. So then I kept looking at the sketch, and I just thought to myself, kind of like this. Kind of want to do a little more with this in the future. So the next week, I drew a pic of Rainbow Dash as a pirate kidnapping an administrator of that group. And then I started to like the idea more and more. So I opened the Ask blog with her, because my other Ask blog, Mike Boom, wasn't really doing so well. So I figured I'll just try it with another character, so I started Pirate Dash.
So it originally came from DeviantArt.
Yeah.
That's where I started pretty much too, for my fandom.
DeviantArt's done a lot for me, even though the site's kind of like been downhill lately, but it's had a big influence on my life, because it's where I got my start, where I met my wife, and just rekindled an interest in cartoons for me.
Nice.
Hooray for DeviantArt.
Yay.
Shout out to DeviantArt. Check it out.
Not to buy
That's
stuff.
deviantart.com.
Sponsorship. Looking.
Your number one stop for all sorts of art.
Yes.
Yeah, I love DeviantArt, especially what everybody puts up on there, like the comics and all sorts of stuff. It's just a good place, because sometimes Tumblrs they don't always post their pictures or their art all the time, but they always have like a DeviantArt account, and you can go and check on like the behind the scenes and whatever they do that never made it to their Tumblr. And that's what I really, really like about DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
oh, Nick, you go.
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of stuff a whole bunch of people I follow on DeviantArt. I didn't really go on to it for like about a couple of days, since I was busy with like classes and stuff like that. When I looked on it, I had 90 pictures in my inbox, and I'm saying like, maybe I should start unfollowing people, because I don't look at their art anymore. But it's really amazing to hear that you actually met your wife on DeviantArt.
Yeah, we met because we were both Fairly Odd Parents fans, and we kind of started that little fandom group on DeviantArt, which just kind of bred everything.
That's actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found somebody over in the... I'm dating a girl from that. She's still over there right now, but she, when I was over in Afghanistan, I met her at the base, and we kind of kicked it off from there. So, war, love stories, yep. But other than that, so, what's your favorite Tumblr besides yours?
Oh, my favorite Tumblr. The one that I always find myself going towards and it's probably going to inspire some comments in the chat section, but I really love going to Dead Rainbow Dash because that guy is really talented. He's got a good blog, good backstory, and he's really young too. He's only 15, and he's extremely talented.
Wow,
He's gonna go
really?
places. Yeah.
Damn, I'm 21. I thought I was old.
15 reppin'.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And then there's the chat commenters shouting OTP.
Here's another one. Like, other than like you doing pony art, is there any other hobbies of yours that you do?
I usually like to check up on the news, kind of stay informed. That's not really a hobby, but it's all I've got nowadays. I play in a softball league. I like to golf, play video games. That's pretty much it.
Have you been to any conventions at all?
I haven't been to a pony convention. I'd love to go to BronyCon next summer. Right now it's just a cost issue and timing with me right now because I got other priorities I gotta do. But I'd love to make it to BronyCon next summer.
Yeah, we all do too. We want to try to get a panel there if we can ever get enough followers and some money. That's what we
I
like
doubt
to do.
that. I doubt that we'd
it's
at the
our
very
dream.
least.
We'd like to go one of these times.
And
They need to have a Tumblr pond panel there badly.
Yeah.
It's such an unknown facet of the fandom, but it's so huge and kind of still unknown.
Mhm.
So.
You guys have anything else you want to say?
Well,
Or ask?
personally, I would if it ends up coming to that, we start going to cons and stuff like that. I'd rather pay for myself. I don't think I'd be able to live with people actually giving me money. I don't know why. I just don't.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm a college
your
kid. I
money.
should be doing. Okay, yeah, I'll just give you all my money. Tell you what, the next scholarship I get, I'll give it to you.
You should give it to me.
So,
I'm always saving up for the PC. I really want. So, I can have your money. We can do that. My
No.
Give
PayPal's
me my money, you filthy Australian. No, I'm joking.
what the hell?
my PayPal's topnotchbrony@gmail.com if you want to go ahead.
Shut up.
Stop plugging everything.
I'm kidding. I don't have a PayPal. I don't even have one.
What's your? Because I saw like a week ago, you were featured on EQD. What was your reaction to that?
I felt amazed and accomplished and just every positive emotion that you can think of, because I will be the first to admit that PD doesn't have the best art, doesn't tell the best story, but to get a feature on EQD just signals that all the work that I've put into it to try to improve my art and my story has paid off, and it's worth something and it means something.
It's good. I mean, we've only been on the nightly roundup, and we were the first time we saw it, we were like, oh my god, we're on EQD, but now we're just like, eh. We kind of want to be featured on like their main page, like how you were, but
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, I've been following you for a while, and then I saw that, I was like, yes, he's finally got on there.
I thought,
That's sorry.
I know what some people say about EQD, but it's still Equestria Daily. It's still the site in the fandom, and it still means something to get on there. And it's a lot better to get on for PD than what I did for the first quote fix that I got posted to EQD, which was a long time ago.
How long have you been doing like the Tumblrs? Just about a year or so?
She's got her anniversary on October 11th,
Cool.
so it's about a year.
You doing anything special for like Halloween, like a special little Tumblr post or something?
I don't know about that, because if things go well, I might be immersed in the World Series, so I don't know if I'd have time for that. And I
Yep.
still kind of got to wrap up some arcs on the blog too.
We're
And
just
then-
trying to do that too. We're trying to do a little, Nightmare Night style. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna do that yet, but we know there's gonna be like, I don't know, little Halloween style pictures, and we might have a special guest or so for that day. We don't know yet. We're figuring it out as we go. It's how our work. And CloudsDale Cafe, ambitious but rubbish.
With candy.
It really is.
So I did the one idea I did have was I put it on my mod blog yesterday. Like, Petey's already kind of in a costume already, so why not make Bookworm dress up in a bunch of different things?
That'd actually be kind of cool.
That would be.
And then someone suggested, well, you should have Petey dress up as a sexy librarian. It's like, well, let's not push that ship any further.
But
Also,
do you, you want to say something, Nick?
yeah, I like when you say we. Even though we are working on a Halloween special, although we do put in our works, although we do put in a little bit of work, it's mostly you.
I know. I try to. Being the host sucks sometimes. I mean, me and Cinnamon do a lot of the work around here. I mean, you guys do work too, but I won't go into that. I work really hard.
On the corner.
Shut up.
No.
Do you think you will stay on Tumblr until like the series ends, or like once the show's over? Are you gonna continue, or just gonna kind of do one final post and say goodbye?
I'd like to run PD as long as possible because, well, I don't know when the series is going to end exactly. No one really knows, so it's hard to tell if PD's going to outlive the show or if the show is going to outlive her. So that's kind of tough to tell at the moment. But I'd love to run it for as long as possible because I don't see any major changes in my life right now besides getting a new job. And I really love the idea of Pirate Dash, and I really love doing the blog. And Tumblr has just been so good to me that I just want to ride this out as long as possible.
That's actually, I mean, it's really cool that you love it. I mean, I love Pirate Dash too. I love it. It's got such a
Thank you.
theme and style. It's really different than any other ones, but they say they're working on season 4 right now too. So this is going to be a long road ahead for us, you, and every Tumblr out there.
1 minute for the haul.
I'm doing this because I got nothing else to do.
I remember we were in the Fairly Odd Parents fandom for, I think, at least 2-3 years before that community went to hell. So.
What? I haven't really even watched the show. What has happened to it? Has it just died, kind of, or no?
It's still cranking out new episodes and new toys, apparently.
Damn.
It's not as good as it was, but...
I think it kind of went to kind of shit for a while when they did Poof in their live-action version of Fairly Odd Parents.
I love Drake Bell, but oh god, no.
Yeah,
Fairly Odd Parents
I
movie.
watched that, and I was just rubbing the sides of my head, just going, please stop.
I love Drake Bell, but no.
Just hope they don't do live action Pony.
Oh god. They've done the Friendship is Magic live. It only had who was it? Rainbow Dash, AJ, and Twilight
Rainbow Dash.
Sparkle. It's
Yep.
horrible. It was horrible. And it was in Canada. Thanks again,
Woohoo!
Nick.
You're
All
welcome.
the worst shit comes from Canada.
Oh, so you're calling My Little Pony shit?
No, that part.
What?
Is
What? Come at me, bro.
it's
Ragin, you're off the podcast.
fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody hates me now.
Yep.
Okay. This part of the show is question time. We're gonna have the guests ask questions to the host. So, guys, start typing shit in and make sure it's bold so we can see it. I hope they don't make any stupid little penis jokes or something. One of the shows.
Well, now they're gonna start making penis jokes.
Shut up! Said it again. It was fine until I said it.
Alright.
You just hope no one is a dick about it.
Yeah. I really need a rim shot.
I had to get one pun in.
Okay. I'm
Do it,
confused.
Nick, or you want me?
I'll ask this first one.
Yeah, penis jokes suck dick.
God damn it. Okay, from Hipsterloo. Pirate Dash, what do you think about my Scooty Booty?
Tastes like chicken.
Bam!
Well done.
Fuck down.
Okay. Well, that was...
Let's move on right
Yes.
along. Luke666 asked, what is your favorite part of your fandom, TJ? And what's your least favorite part?
Favorite part is just all the creativity that comes out from it. Like, I'm just amazed at some of the artwork that comes out each day. Like, you think it can be topped, but no, someone else is going to come in and top a fantastic artwork or a PMV or a song or a remix or something like that. And there's also room to grow too with more episodes and such. Least favorite part, just all the drama and the trolls. It's like, can we just shut up and draw?
This is in high school. We don't need drama anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? Gotta that.
Alright. Blueberries52 asks, out of all the ponies to make a pirate, why Rainbow Dash?
She's my favorite, and for me, her hair was easiest to draw. So I just decided to just throw a vest and eye patch on her one day and just see how it worked, and we went from there.
Is that eye patch like covering like a bad eye, or is it just like it's just fake and she can just be like, haha?
It's a fake eye patch. Her eye is fine. I get so many questions on that.
You
Just
should switch
asking.
it around to confuse people.
I did do that for one update, but it was more like, my eye is fine. What are you talking about? And then I get all these questions like, well, pirates actually did this back in the day so they could see better. And I was like, okay, thank you. Thanks for teaching me stuff.
Historical accuracy
Right past my head.
on a pony Tumblr blog.
I will admit one thing though. Before you do a Tumblr like, say, Pirate Dash or Gamer Ponies or anything like that, make sure you know the subject beforehand, because it wasn't until my 15th update that I learned about Yarhar Fiddle-dee-dee.
What?
The do what you want because a pirate is free.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
are a pirate.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed until like my 15th update.
I knew that existed before it existed.
Take that.
Oh snap!
Open my
See that
eyes.
coming.
Yeah,
And
you.
Pigman Master of Evil keeps on asking, why steal our money from our register? Technically, it's our money, not yours, Pigman.
Stop.
We invited him for rum, and he stole our past register.
I was hiding my money to get away from the show. Live a real Canadian life. Up in the forest with polar bears and lumberjacks.
I thought there's moose there. There's not polar bears. Shut up.
Well, if I go north enough.
Enough with Canada.
Alright, the Lazy Brony asks, what's your opinion on not safe for work, Rule 34, that kind of stuff?
I don't mind it. I'll admit that I've checked it out, but I'm not gonna be one of those they're bad, horrible people kind of person. If someone wants to do it, have that. I don't have a problem with it.
Very true.
Image 18 says, what do you think will happen to Bronies when the show ends? Or if the show ends?
Well, it will.
It will.
It will someday. I think you've got a creative enough fandom where they can keep the magic of the show going for a long time. Because you've already seen some people coming up with fan-made episodes. And you have such a creative deep talent roster in the fandom that you can keep it going for long after the show ends.
Alright. Lazy Brony asks, what is your... I mean, do you play any video games? Like, what's your favorite?
My favorite game is the NCAA football series. I also play hockey, baseball, golf, just sports games, really.
NBA
No,
2K13 coming out soon. Looking forward to that.
I wish they
Pikmin.
would revive college basketball, though.
God.
Pigman Master of Evil says, how do you respond to haters?
I don't get that much hate mail, actually. It baffles me sometimes, because I feel like I should be getting some hate mail, but I just haven't really gotten that much in the past. So, if someone just wants to respond with some hate, I'll just either ignore it or just calmly explain it. So, I never really get it.
I won't lie, this one time when, like, I'll say about a month ago, this one random, like, YouTube accounts, like, those guys that just make YouTube accounts and then they hate on every big brony. Like, you checked out this guy's channel and he said, hated on Omnipony, hated on Tombstone, hated on Mike, and then he hated on me, and that was an achievement on my end. I got personally tracked down by a hater. That was a goddamn achievement. I'm actually gonna get his comment printed and put on my wall. Top-notch more like top-notch virgin.
It's a badge of honor.
You got plus 10
It is.
gamers for that.
It was an achievement on my end.
I want a hater.
We don't even get hate mail. Great, now we're gonna get hate mail.
Yeah, now people are gonna.
Knock on wood. Yeah, other than
Okay.
that.
The only haters I have is you guys.
GA.
Shut up, Nick.
Questions. 10_GA asks, what is your favorite ship, if any?
My favorite ship, it started off Apple Dash, but because of the blog, I'm Twidash now.
Oh, I thought you meant like a... God, I would have gotten that completely wrong. I was going to say the friendship.
Oh.
Yes.
Same answer.
Alright, what TV do you watch aside from, well, obviously, Filio Parents and MLP?
I will watch a lot of sports on TV, a lot. But
Yes.
when the Olympics came, it was the only thing I watched for 2 weeks.
Canada came out on top.
I couldn't deal with it.
And then, I like some live action too. Some of my favorites are Community, The League, Always Sunny. Those are some of my favorites.
I love Community. And Always Sunny's pretty funny.
That's a good show.
I would say some of my shows that I like watching, but a lot of them are Canadian. So yeah, like
Which doesn't count.
yeah, which doesn't count.
Lazy Brony asks, are you a fan of anime?
I've never been a fan of anime. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Yes, I'm into it. God. It's...
I'm
I don't
into it
see
too
what
much.
gets people into it. Like, I can sort of see, like, the animation style and everything. That animation style just doesn't look good to me. I mean, it's impressive, the animation, but it doesn't... Like, when I ask people anime, the two things... When I ask why do you like anime, the two things they say are the storyline and the animation. And I don't think the animation in itself is enough to carry an entire show to make you want to watch it. Because there are, like, if you want to watch something visually impressive, there's way more visually impressive stuff out there than anime's animation. And as far as story goes, like, everyone always tells me you have to watch the Japanese dub, and quite frankly, I can't stand the original dubs. I don't know why. It's probably because I grew up with the English dub of Dragon Ball Z, so I'm permanently biased against Japanese dubs now.
Hater.
It's like, I don't know, I don't enjoy their storylines. The only storyline for an anime that's appealed to me at all is Death Note. That seemed like a kind of cool idea.
It was.
But then I couldn't get into it. Like once I start watching it.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like I prefer English dubs mainly because I want to watch the show, not read a book while somebody is just speaking Japanese into my ear.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but yeah, like the same thing. Like I do enjoy like the art, not really special to me. So like, or the animation I meant, sorry. But the storyline, yeah, like if it's a really good storyline, then yeah. But the main thing to me is essentially the atmosphere it gives. Like Death Note, it gives a really dark atmosphere, which I do like quite a bit. And someone's knocking on my door, but
Go punch him in the face.
yeah, but yeah, like essentially it's just my opinion on it. I do like some, but there are others that like I just don't like it.
Very true.
Hit or miss with me.
Ask Gamer Ponies wants to ask, is starting to blog, did you have any clue it would become famous, and what did you think when it did?
I had no idea it would ever get this big. I never thought that PD would get 100 followers, let alone more than double the size of my hometown. It really just kind of surprised me because I use numbers from some of my past sites. Like before I started PD, I didn't have more than 100 followers on my DA, and I had that for 8 years when I started it. I didn't have more than 100 followers on Twitter, so I figured probably going to be the same results here. And even on my OC blog, he's not even at 100 followers yet, and that's been going on for over a year now. So it just really shocked me. And just to think that I could do something that could attract that many people, that so many people would like it, it just, it's hard to come up with the right words to describe it, but it's all positive.
Very true. Very true. We got any more questions?
I don't see any right now, but Lazy Brony just said, are you aware of the Kame Rider series? I believe I heard
It's
this.
an anime.
I'm not.
I haven't even heard of it, and I'm on top of anime all the time, so... Oh, Blue Breeze wants to say, opinions on MLP generations 1 through 3.
I'm not allowed to say anything bad about G1, otherwise my friend April will tear into me because she's the friend that helped get me into the fandom as well, and she's big on G1. It's where she got her start, and I want to check out G1. I just haven't been able to find the right episodes or movies to check them out, so to say. So I want to give G1 a chance. G3.5 can burn in hell.
Yeah, G3.5 can burn in hell, but I've actually seen a little bit of G1, and I will say it's decent. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world. It can be. I like the movie. It was really dark at times, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. But sometimes everything's happening a little too quick, and you're like, whoa, what's it? I just missed something. What the hell? Pretty much that's what's going on sometimes. But other than that, it's pretty good. G4 is the best one so far, just character-wise and just development-wise. It's not like, they're all brain dead, kind of like G2 or G3. I mean, G3, they all looked exactly the same. There was no males. It was all a female universe. Kind of like almost like Amazon women, but not really.
See, I want to give G1 a chance.
It can have a chance. I think you should try to find I think the movie is the best way to start because I watched it and it was pretty decent.
I also see said friend is in the stream now.
You gotta hide.
Oh, God.
Hipster wants to ask you, why are you obsessed with making puns?
I don't know why. I like to hear the groans of people.
Yes.
I kind of do.
1,000 times yes. I
It
love
just-
making puns and just hearing, and I'm just like, thank you.
I'll be here all night. Good night.
I'll be here all night. Good night.
I find this a little disturbing, but I just want to say, Ask Gaming Ponies knows your fucking hometown. He's like, wow, there's only 1,979 people living in TJ's town.
Yeah, I haven't made that exactly private, but I don't care. I'm proud of where I come from. I like the hometown, and it's a nice hometown.
I live in a fucking shithole. I live in gangster town. Roll up your
That's
windows,
good.
kids. Don't go outside. But actually, I live out in the boonies right now with rednecks. Everybody's ignorant.
Do you like Doctor Who?
I haven't watched it before, but I'm not going to like be a hater on it. I haven't watched it. I don't get the appeal of it, so I haven't.
Yeah, it's really old.
It's not really old. It's still going.
I know it's an old series though. I mean, what Doctor are they up to? The 11th or the 12th? I can't remember exactly. Okay, the 11th. I knew it was the
Matt
11th.
Smith.
I still like the 10th one.
Oh, David Tennant. He's so good. I haven't watched a single episode, but I love watching David Tennant clips just over and over and over.
Yeah.
He's so fun to watch. All right, I think that's. Do you have an Xbox? I'm guessing.
I have a PS3, partly so my wife can watch Blu-rays.
I had a debate of whether buy a PS3 or an Xbox, but I'm like, I love Xbox though. But I think
PS3 is where I got
Go
all
ahead.
my Pony episodes on too.
nice. Somebody just said, "Do you have a PS3?" I'm like, "Yes, we just had it." And he's like, "Never
Yeah.
mind."
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy a PS3 just so I can get the Jack and Daxter trilogy on that.
They're getting cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're about $200 over here right now, which is cheaper than it sounds
That is pretty
compared to
cheap.
America.
Is that the one that can play the PS1 and PS2 versions?
Probably the new one.
It's the
The
big
new
fat
look one?
It's like the fat one. I don't know. I haven't seen the new
Oh
look one.
no, there's a new look PS3 that came out like 2 days ago, and
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's pretty small. It's about controllers are taller than I think.
Oh wow.
It's quite small, and yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Get it for about $200, and just yeah.
Image 18 wants to say opinions on Homestuck.
No.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wifey
Yes to you,
told
not
me
to
to
Homestuck.
avoid it.
I hate it. It's
And
stupid.
I don't get the appeal of that too. So
Why do you need an instruction book to read a fucking story? That's all I'm going to say. Irritates me. Just makes me so mad about talking about it. No. Are you one of those people that freaks out when their favorite sport teams lose? That's what Hipster Lou said.
no comment.
Yes.
Yes.
Seriously, I almost punched the last time my team, like in football, my team is basically known to choke the easiest games they play, and basically the bottom of the this team has been in the comp for 2 years compared to us we've been in the comp for about 100 years, and we lost to them by 1 goal, and I actually broke 2 of my fingers because I punched the wall so hard. Like, oh god.
I get very passionate about my sports, and I think it has to do with some psychological issues from high school.
I'm still in high school, and
I
I'd rather not delve into how much I get into high school football.
yell when somebody, like, I'm watching the race or I'm watching football or something. I'll start yelling. Hey, there's Nick
Yep.
and his freaking phone.
Background noise. College banter.
I'll work on it.
I may be a little obsessed, and this is probably the second episode I've said this about, but have you heard anything about the My Little Dashie movie?
Me?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I don't know much of it, but I've heard of it.
It's a live action version right now. It's still being developed. It should be coming out in February, and I love how they're going to be doing this. I love exactly how they're going to be doing it. I mean, we interviewed our first interview was with Rob or we like to call him Alex because that's his name. And
Oh, he's a good guy.
yeah, he is a really cool dude, and I still can't believe what he said about Milo Dashi, how he wrote it, and how he all did it. I'm just like, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's one of the first things I've ever read from the My Little Pony fandom, and a lot of people read that. That's like one of the first things they read, and if you're a fanfic writer, that's like one of the first things you will try to copy or try to do a little spin off of it, because it's an easiest one.
It's practically initiation. Sorry, go ahead.
The ones I hear about a lot that are not cupcakes is My Little Dashie, Rocket to Insanity, that one with Nyx in it. I can't remember the title at the moment. Past Sins, that's it. So those are the ones I hear a lot.
Yeah, this one has like some really good fan actors, like fan voice actors, like Rena Chan and Faith Bree on there, which we will be doing Rena Chan in how many episodes? 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, actually. So that'll be a cool one. She does you know who Rhea Chan is?
Yeah.
Okay, does Twilight from Hot Diggity Demon series, the movie series.
Right.
They still need to come out with Rainbow Dash, which they have not. I think they're going to do it a day before season 3 comes out.
If that date ever gets announced.
It will be announced. Don't jinx it.
It'll never be.
Sometime before December.
Yeah.
They'll be like, if they announce and say, hey, it's coming after December, I'd flip shit. I'd flip the nearest table near me. But other than that, I think this has been a good episode. I'd like to thank you for having on.
Thank you for having me.
Anybody have any last words to say before the show ends? We go into our after show.
Tommy keeps dropping from the cow.
Oh, Tommy, your shitty Australian connection.
Keeps making noises. Other than that, I'm sad because I missed probably a bunch of questions. Whoops. Anyway.
So that's been this week of the CloudsDale Cafe. We'd like to thank every pony for coming and watching. So, thank you, Pirate Dash or TJ, for being on.
Thank you for having me.
And see you next week. We will be having Atomic and Blue Breeze for our guests next week. Good night, every pony.
Good night.